The Minnesota Timberwolves stay alive. That's right, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves win game four. They're not eliminated anymore. I mean, for the time being, at least. It's a won game four. Yeah, man, we get another game five. We get another game in game five. And we'll see what happens in there. But not gonna lie, I'm kind of cheesed, man. I'm kind of cheesed that the Timberwolves won just because I want the series to end. I want to see the Mavericks, make the finals and stuff. And the Timberwolves went, yeah, it's nice, I guess, for them that they won this game, right? For like Timberwolves fans or anyone that likes Timberwolves, that they won, this game, obviously, because otherwise it would have been eliminated. But let's be honest, man. The Timberwolves are not winning the series, man. I don't know. Maybe I somehow end up biting these words of mine, man. Later on, in a week or something. But right now, man, nah, there's no way, man. Yeah, next game, man. Timberwolves better be ready to pack it up, man. They're about to lose that game, right? And the Mavericks, they miss Lively, to be honest. Lively's just him, man. Lively's absolutely him, man. It sucks that he couldn't play, right? But they're saying that he could be back for game five, so if he is back for game five, that's huge for them, right? Because they had to play Maxi Kleber, who couldn't even shoot the ball, right? Because he was still in pain. So, yeah, that's kind of rough, man. When the guy, he couldn't even put his arms up, fully and stuff, and, shoot and, use all his strength and stuff. Because he's not technically, fully healthy, right? I don't know how he got cleared, to be honest. It's kind of surprising, but besides the point, man. The Timberwolves defeat the Dallas Mavericks 105-100, man. And the ending was kind of nice, but also, I don't know, man. Like, you expect the team that's down whatever 3-0 whatever an elimination game to actually turn up, man, because their backs against the wall, man. That's what we expect. And the Timberwolves, they definitely did turn out this game, man. Yeah, I expected them to lose this game, which I was wrong about, and I wanted them to lose, so I was wrong about both. And yeah, man, they won the game. But that's because Anthony Edwards, man, in the clutch, man, he was great. He was absolutely great. He was making, bro. He was just, yeah, he was great this game, man. He was making clutch threes, clutch, layups. He was getting to the free throw line a lot, in general in this game. And yeah, man, they really dictated the game, man. They were, the Mavericks were up at some point, right? And then yeah, man, the Timberwolves took it back, and they kind of, held on to it, man. It got close maybe to like 2 points at the closest. But man, no, the Timberwolves had always like pretty much every single time a response, man. Even if there's some times where they, didn't score until later on after a few possessions and made a few mistakes. They still played better than the Dallas Mavericks in the clutch, man. Because Mavericks, there were times where they couldn't make shots, man. Kyrie had a bad game. Luka also didn't have the best game either. He couldn't make some of the shots later on in the game, but he did make that one insane shot we'll talk about. But yeah, man. Anthony Edwards, man. He went crazy, to be honest. 29 points. He almost had triple double. 29 points. He had 5 fouls. Obviously, that's another thing. Foul trouble, right? Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, and Karl Anthony Towns were in foul trouble this, for most of the game, especially Cat, man. Cat got fouled out, man. But yeah, so Anthony Edwards, man, 29 points. He has 6 turnovers as well, 9 assists and 10 rebounds, and 5 for 8 from the free throw line, right? So obviously the free throw shooting for the Timberwolves it wasn't that good. It was like in the 60s, I think, if I'm not wrong. So obviously you need to clean that up, because man, the Mavericks played a bit better, man. They could capitalize on that, and that could have been one of the reasons why the Timberwolves lost, right? But fortunately, they didn't lose. And yeah, what else? And then Anthony Edwards went 11 for 25 from the field, man. But man, I don't know. Felt like he made more shots, to be honest, or was more efficient. But yeah, he had a good game though. They won the game because he was more aggressive, especially in the beginning, man. He was getting through the free throw line a lot, like in that first quarter, man. It's kind of crazy. I think it was like 6 times in the first quarter, and he was scoring, just buckets. So yeah, Cat, man. If Cat, man, it was the craziest thing, man. Cat was like, he started off, I say, pretty well, and then, making shots, and then, bro, this man started fouling, bro. Just in between, he had dumb fouls, and then he had that one stretch where he started scoring like the first 7 points right of the quarter, and then, what he does? He gets a dumb foul, man. That was like, I think it's his 5th, if I'm not mistaken. And then, yeah, and then after in the fourth quarter, man, he's making like a whole bunch of, bailout shots for the Timberwolves, man. And it was like, damn, man, he's going crazy, man. That's what we want to see, this type of Cat, man. Because he had like 25 points, right? And then guess what? Right after that, man, he does this goofy foul, man. This goofy foul. Yeah, it was bad, man. But yeah, besides the point, man, he had 25 points, 6 fouls, 4 turnovers, 5 rebounds, right? So this game, he scored more but had less rebounds, right? Then 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 4 for 5 from 3, right? Which is huge because, he hasn't been really making any shots at all. And 9 for 13, man. So from the field, so an efficient game for him. And Rudy Gobert, man, there's some moments in this game, he has some spurts where he's just going crazy, man, right? He's just getting like the dump offs and stuff like that, or like, the putbacks and stuff like that after fighting for the rebounds, right? So typical Rudy Gobert stuff. But he also had like some, bad fouls as well, man. He had 5 in total, but yeah, there's some instances where he had bad fouls, 2 turnovers. But otherwise, man, he was like pretty solid. 10 points, and then yeah, the Mavericks couldn't this game as much as like other games, like cook Rudy Gobert as much, right? Because Luka and Kyrie couldn't really make a lot of shots, right? Um, so let's talk about that. Oh, also Mike Conley, man, he had a good game. He was making timely shots as well when they needed, someone too, and Nikhil Alexander-Walker as well. But yeah, I really like Mike Conley this game. He also had 14 points. What else? 4 steals, 7 assists. Yeah, so facilitating. It's a nice Mike Conley game. He's been kind of nice, man, throughout the series. And then yeah, Nikhil Alexander-Walker made I think 2 pretty good threes in my opinion. And McDaniels, he also was making I think he made like 1 or 2 clutch shots. Yeah. So then on the Dallas Mavericks side, man, Derrick Jones Jr., he's making threes, man. Usually when he's making threes, and then the Mavericks win, right? But that was not the case this game. And also, PJ Washington, man, like it's weird. Like he doesn't this series hasn't been shooting good from three, but like when you need a three from him, majority of the time he makes them, right? This game he made like one like clutch three, and then he was shooting more after that, and yeah, after that, man, he just couldn't really make them, right? Kind of sucked, but yeah, man. And Gafford just gets a whole bunch of clutch blocks every game, man. Like he was in clutch blocks. I think he got one. The last one was like on Cat, and yeah, man, he's scoring crazy. But yeah, he's just nice on defense, man, in general. And yeah, he just had a good game in my opinion. 12 points. What else? 3 blocks. He had 3 fouls as well, and then 8 rebounds. And I got 6 for 6 from the field, man. And then Kyrie, unfortunately, man, he was 6 for 18 from the field, 1 for 6 from three. He couldn't hit a shot, man, honestly. Especially a 3-pointer when they needed it, or just any shot in general. In the clutch, he had maybe one, like, somewhat clutch shot, but that's about it, man. When they really, really needed him, he couldn't make a shot, man, for his life. It's unfortunate because he's been, pretty good this whole series. Maybe one other game where I say he was kind of, like, not as good, but yeah. Next game, man, he's definitely going to bounce back from this. But yeah. And he had 4 turnovers as well, so 16 points, right? Luka, man, he had 28 points, man. 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, 10 assists. What else? 15 rebounds, right? And then he was 10 for 12 from the free throw line, but he was only 4 for 11 from 3, right? He couldn't make his threes this game, right? The usual shots he was making, like in other games, he couldn't. And also, he's only 7 for 21 from the field. I give props to Timberwolves, man. They played, they were engaged this game, right? Especially on the defensive end, right? Because they knew that, man, they had to lock up Luka and, Kyrie, right? So, props to them for making them have, like, worse games and stuff, bad games. But also, man, they were shooting, like, especially Luka, he was shooting, like, typical shots that, he just makes, but he just wasn't making them, right? He was missing them. So, yeah, you could say that's because of the Timberwolves defense, but also just because, he just had an off night, man, honestly. And then, yeah, man. There's a whole bunch of interactions or exchanges in this game where there's, like, some beef going on between Luka and someone else, man. There's one of, like, who was it with? Yeah, Rudy Gobert, I think. And there's, like, another one back for it. Yeah, man. That was about it for that. But, yeah, man, they need Lively bad. They missed him. Yeah, it sucks. The Timberwolves stay alive in this game, man. Next game, it's going to be over. But Luka, let's talk about that and 1-3 from Luka, man. Luka hit that and 1-3, and at that point, man, if you're watching, it was intense. I'm like, damn, man, if Luka makes that, it'd be a 2-point game, right? So a 1 point, or possession game if the Timberwolves, miss that next shot, right? But yeah, no, he missed it, unfortunately, but that was an insane, shot they still made. But it doesn't matter. They lost. Timberwolves stay alive in this. I still have them losing the next game. I guess we'll see what happens, but good job to them.